Okay, so over the past couple years, some of you may have noticed that it has been getting increasingly harder to start a YouTube channel, and certainly I've noticed because I started my channel on YouTube in 2019, so 6 years later I've got a whopping 890 subscribers, so if you are thinking that it has been getting extremely hard to start a channel lately and actually be successful with that channel, then you are not alone because I've got the exact same experience. But in today's episode, we're basically just going to be going over why it has been so hard lately just to get your channel off the ground, get to 1,000 subscribers, because that's really my ultimate goal of my channel on YouTube, really, just to get to 1,000 subscribers. That was my goal in 2020, and here we are in 2025, and we still haven't even reached 1,000 subscribers yet. So, basically, we're just going to be going over why it's been so hard to get my channel off the ground and why you may be facing the same difficulties as me, and basically what the successful YouTubers' tips are for getting their channels to be so successful, really, because I know a lot of channels out there that have so much potential and they seemingly are doing everything right, but they've still barely even lifted off yet, guys. So basically, let's just get right into this episode.
The following episode you are about to experience was recorded live over YouTube and adapted for ultimate playback quality. Welcome to the world of MarketTalk with Tom Dunkins, where we explore the in-depth topics of business, branding, marketing, investing, and much more. The MarketTalk podcast is a production of TeamTMS. Episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you've got the idea that it has been extremely hard to start your channel, way harder than it used to be, like 5 to 7 or so years ago, then you are not alone, because I've been facing the exact same difficulties. So if we just go ahead and look at my channel here, as you can see, if I just go straight to the bottom for you video viewers, you will see that I started my channel way back in 2019. I've got roughly just over 200 videos here. But all of my thumbnails, everything, are all like very professional looking. They've been getting better over time, my thumbnails, and just the quality of my videos. Everything's just been getting better over time, the editing, just everything. But as you can see, my first ever video was 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago, and everything has just improved substantially over time, guys, up into the 6 years later or whatever. But as you can see, I average probably about 500 views is my average view count for my average video. Some get like 10,000 views, some only get like 50 views. It's very sporadic, really. Lately, I think my average lately is about, see, this video here only has, this one here has 21 views. But then this one here has 1.9 thousand views, so it has been a very sporadic lately in terms of my view counts. But you will notice that lately my videos have just been sort of drifting aimlessly. Like, I don't really have a specific type of video that I stick to. I mean, here we've got like a, what do we got here? We've got a vlog here, we've got vlogs here, and then we just go to like logo design sort of analyzing kind of thing, and then we've got like a leaked AI deep fake phone call sort of thing, and then we go into financial advice here. So it's very, I don't really have a specific type of video sort of formula that I stick to. It's all very random sort of videos I've been making lately. Some videos are like reviews, and then others are like challenge videos, and it's all just very, very random. I don't really have a specific type of video that I stick to. But I've come to realise now with this podcast that I'm starting is that I really just need to stick to a niche sort of audience, just a specific type of audience that are, after like some sort of business sort of content, if you know what I mean. So like rather than just having like completely different videos here that don't really stick to any type of formula, like they're all different, I've gone from that to sticking to a specific type of video, like business and marketing and that kind of thing, because that'll definitely get people to, stick around and watch my videos in the long run, rather than just like watching the single video and then just like taking a look at my channel and then saying, oh, this isn't really my kind of channel. This is all a bit random here. I don't think I'm going to subscribe to this channel. So, you've really just got to stick to a specific type of video and appeal to one audience, really, one niche sort of audience. That's really my main piece of advice, because back when I revamped the channel back in July last year or whatever it was, I didn't really have a specific type of video that I wanted to stick to. I kind of just wanted to experiment like with different types of videos. So really the past half year or so has really just been a bit of a experimental sort of phase for the channel, and just really seeing what I do best and what gets the most views, really. And I've come to realize that it's the business types of videos that I kind of enjoy doing the most. It's not really the type of video that gets the most views, really, but it's kind of what I just enjoy doing the most. So that's really what I'm going to be sticking to with this podcast here. And so basically, long story short, I started out with Minecraft with this channel, if we go all the way back down here. So my niche audience was really just around the age group of, I don't know, like 12 to 16, around that sort of age group that were interested in Minecraft servers. That was really my target audience. And then I quit YouTube in October 2022. Then just had a period of time where I just never uploaded anything, and then July 2024 I came back and then just started uploading all these random videos. Like some were like tier list type videos, like top 10 favorite songs and top 10 favorite comedy movies and that kind of thing. I did do a few Minecraft videos. I did some fake AI sort of videos, some movie reviews, vlogs, just anything you can think of, any type of YouTube video I uploaded in this past half year or so. And while my subscriber count has been growing somewhat, just not at the same rate as when I was doing Minecraft videos, because that's when I had like a set sort of niche audience, target audience sort of thing. And so my subscriber growth rate was a lot higher back in those days. But yeah, now I'm just uploading completely random videos, and it really just hasn't been working. So, for me personally, sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but for me personally, I really just need to stick to one type of video, and that's really why I haven't been growing my channel over the past like half year or so at the rate that I used to be. So for me personally, that's really just why my channel hasn't really been growing all that much. So I kind of just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my personal experiences with YouTube in the past half year or so. So that's basically my channel there. So yeah, you've really just got to stick to a specific type of video, and that's really what I find that channels these days have been struggling with lately. Just they don't really have a specific type of video that they stick to, and people look at your channel and think, this isn't really my kind of thing. It's just not really my specific type of videos that I'm looking to be watching, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So moving on from that, I'm just going to take a quick look at my my channel analytics. So basically, on the average day lately, I sort of average about maybe 100 views. Roughly 100 views is my average sort of daily view count for my channel. And as you can see here, for those of you video watchers, my average subscriber growth rate, daily growth rate, is really not too good. I'm going to say maybe about 1 subscriber per day. Some days it's 0. So yeah, the past couple months or so, I just haven't really been getting any new subscribers at all, and it's for what I've been saying just before. I don't really have a specific type of video that I'm sticking to. I need to stick to a niche audience if I want to grow my channel, really. So that's really what this podcast is aiming to do, just appeal to a specific type of audience, really. But as you can see, the past most popular videos here, the number 1 most popular video over the past 365 days is this Mr. Beast video here, where I basically just explain that Mr. Beast is currently visiting New Zealand. And that got 12,000 views, and then I had some Minecraft video that had 5,000 views, and then a Subaru Impreza car review. So as you guys can see, it's just so like random, the types of videos I've been making, so I'm going to be stopping that. So that really doesn't appeal to everyone. I just kind of wanted to throw that in there. That's sort of just a personal anecdote from my my personal experiences with YouTube so far. But now I kind of just wanted to show you guys a YouTuber by the name of Chase Ingera. I think that's how you say his name, Chase Ingera here. And his channel used to be called Mr. Things, but the past week or so he actually just renamed it to his real name, I'm guessing, Chase Ingera. And the reason I wanted to show you guys this channel here is because this channel is just absolutely amazing. Like, this is a really good channel here, really quality videos, and I'm not being sarcastic or anything. This is just top tier content right here. And he started YouTube about 6 months ago here, and he's only got 15,000 subscribers as we speak, and he barely even gets any views on his videos. And I know I can't really speak because I only get like an average of 100 views on my videos, but these videos here just deserve so much more views. I'm not even going to like exaggerate. I think this video here does have 1 million views on it, and that's his most viewed video there. This one has like 100,000 views, and but most of his videos really just average, like, I want to say 5,000 views. Like this one has 4,000, this one has 3,000, 6,000, 8,000, 100,000. So very varied, the view counts on his videos. But these videos here, I'd highly recommend that you guys do check out this channel here. And no, this isn't any sort of a sponsorship or anything like that. I don't even think this guy does get sponsored at all. He's sort of just doing it for the fun, I guess, which is kind of what I'm doing. I'm really just doing YouTube for the fun, really. I'm not doing it for the money or anything. I'm really just doing it for myself because I enjoy making videos, really, and I think this guy's sort of on the same page as me. Obviously, it wouldn't hurt to be making money off YouTube, and I think he is aiming to start making money. By the looks of it, I don't think he might be making a bit of money, but I don't imagine it would be like over like $100 per video, apart from this million views one here. But yeah, this guy isn't really doing anything wrong. These are like really professional videos. I mean, if I clicked on one of these videos just from my YouTube recommendations, and I didn't see the subscriber count of this channel. I would have thought he would have like at least 5 million subscribers. Like, he is doing everything wrong, everything right, I should say, not wrong. And all of his videos, like, the editing is just absolutely incredible. He's really got some good editing skills. All of the thumbnails are all good, and just obviously the actual content of the videos themselves are just amazing. And even if you just look at my screen here, you can see that I have been watching all of these videos, like, from start to finish. So I really just don't get what he could be doing wrong, and that's kind of one of the points I wanted to make in this episode here. It's really, sometimes it is just a matter of luck. Like, you can be doing everything right. There are, you don't have to be doing anything wrong, and you still just don't get any views. Your channel just doesn't grow. So there is definitely a bit of luck involved, and the point I will be getting across a bit later in this episode is that definitely starting a channel like 7 years ago, I want to say, was way, way, way easier than starting a channel these days and actually making your channel successful. Back in the day, it was just so much easier. So starting a channel these days, while it is possible to, get your channel successful and get up to millions of subscribers and all that, while it's not impossible, it's just way, way harder. And there's a lot of factors contributing to that. Two of the main ones are really just the YouTube algorithm, which just favors already established sort of channels, and then competition. There is just so much more competition these days than there was 7 or so years ago. So starting a channel these days is just so much harder. So I really do feel for this Chase Ingra guy, because he's hitting all the right notes. He's doing everything right, but it's just so much harder to start a channel these days, and you just need a lot of luck, really. I mean, look at Mr. Beast. That guy really hit the lottery with his channel there. And obviously, it's not all luck. I mean, you do have to put in a lot of effort to, get to the level of Mr. Beast and that kind of thing. But, I mean, let's be real, guys. There is a bit of luck involved in this kind of thing. So, yeah. So what I kind of wanted to move on to now was, obviously I did just mention Mr. Beast there, so let's just take a little bit of a look at his channel here. So as you can see, he's getting an average of, I want to say, 100 million views, probably even more per video, like maybe 150 million views per video. And as you can see, his videos really just appeal to a niche sort of audience, a specific type of audience around the age group of, like, I don't know, 8 to 15 or something like that. And as you can see, all of the thumbnails are all very, he has a specific type of thumbnail, so you can, if you look at this, one of these thumbnails, without even looking at Mr. Beast's, like, face there, you would instantly recognize the type of thumbnail and realize that that's a Mr. Beast thumbnail. So he has a very he sticks to one type of thumbnail. That's all I'll say there. But yeah, so you can instantly tell that it's a Mr. Beast video just from the thumbnail, and he just has a very specific type of video that he does. These sort of challenge videos type formula, really. But yeah, so if we go all the way back to the oldest video here, worst Minecraft saw trap ever. So he actually did the same as me, started out with Minecraft videos here, and then it just sort of evolved into what it is today. So he started off with gaming, and as you can see, the thumbnails were just really not too good at all. But then he started to do a lot more research into how he can grow his channel and get way more views over time. And so basically what we're going to be doing now is just listening to a bit of this Mr. Beast interview I came across here. So let's just listen to a bit about what Mr. Beast has to say, and a few tips as to how to get your channel to his level, really. So let's just hear what Mr. Beast has to say.
out.
Your videos suck. You think your videos are good, but they suck.
So for the record, he's talking about like the first, your first videos you ever make in your first year or so of doing YouTube. So apparently your first videos you make suck, apparently, in the words of Mr. Beast. But anyway, let's just continue on here.
And the sooner you learn how to make great videos that people actually want to watch, the sooner you'll get views. I think is the biggest takeaway, because like when I was 14, I thought my videos were the best in the world. They weren't. They're terrible. Many people are making way better videos than me, but I didn't think that. And I think, to be successful, you kind of have to have a little bit of that ego where you're like, my content's great, you got to believe in it. But also, like, if you have sub 1,000 subscribers, like, there's a good probability your videos just suck. They just do. And you need to make hundreds of videos, or 100 videos, I don't know, depends on the difficulty of your videos, improve something every time, and just like get to
So that's actually, sorry, I'm just gonna pause the Mr. Beast video there. That is actually something I disagree with, because I mean, he's basically saying if you've got less than 1,000 subscribers, most likely your videos aren't gonna be good. They're gonna be garbage, really. But me personally, I mean, I might just be delusional. Just let me know in the comments down below. But me personally, I think my videos are, they're pretty good. But it's really just, it's like I just went over just before. It's all about the specific target audience that you're going to be targeting. And I don't even really have a target audience at the moment. At least I didn't anyway over the past half year or so. But yeah, for me, my problem was that I just didn't have a target audience for my videos. So if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, it doesn't necessarily mean that your videos are trash. I mean, look at this Chase Engera guy here, and he has like 15,000 subscribers, but even that is just really nowhere near as much as I'd expect for this level of quality for his videos here. So it doesn't always have to do with the number of subscribers that you have. So I kind of just wanted to throw that in. So that is one thing I disagree with this Mr. Beast interview here. But anyway, let's just continue, I guess.
the point where they don't. When you make good content, you'll blow up. It's not the algorithm. It's not anything. It's just like most.
So he's saying that it's not actually the algorithm, that it's not the algorithm's problem for you not blowing up, really, if your videos are good. That is actually another thing that I disagree with, because the algorithm definitely does have a very big sort of a favor towards already established channels. So the algorithm definitely does play a lot into this. So that is another thing that I think Mr. Beast has wrong there. But hey, I mean, he's the expert, not me. So choose who you want to listen to, I guess, guys. But anyway, let's resume.
And most people who are in my position, you just make terrible videos, and that's okay, because you got to make a bunch of videos and improve over time to be great. Like, you don't just pick up a baseball and become an MLB level athlete within a year. It takes many years, and YouTube's kind of the same way.
A lot of people get analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. And yeah, I'm any of you listening, if you, especially if you have 0 videos on your channel, your first video is not going to get views, period. It's not. Your first 10 are not going to get views. I can very confidently say that. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end, and just get to work and start uploading. Like, all you need to do, this applies to people who have not uploaded videos but have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that. And then on your 101st video, we'll start talking, like maybe you can get some views, but your first 100 are gonna suck. There are very freak cases like Liza Koshy or Emma Chamberlain who have really good personalities, and it doesn't take them as many videos. And it's just like people who are 7'5" and making the NBA. Like, yes, there are freak cases you can find, but for the average person like us, who don't have these exceptional personalities and backgrounds in filmmaking, just make 100 videos, improve something each time, and then talk to me on your 101st video.
How do you improve something each time?
The second one, just, I don't know, put more effort into the script. The third one, try to learn a new editing trick. The fourth one, try to figure out a way that you can have better inflections in your voice. The fifth one, try to, study a new thumbnail tip and implement it. The sixth one, try to figure out a new title. There's infinite ways. That's the beauty of content creation online. There's literally infinite ways, from the coloring to the frame rate to the editing to the filming to the production to the jokes to the pacing, to every little thing can be improved, and they can never not be improved. There's literally no such thing as a perfect video. What YouTube
So yeah, that's a bit of a word from Mr. Beast there, and I do agree with a lot of the things he's saying there, and I do find some similarities between his channel and my channel, because he's essentially saying that you kind of do need to have sort of, well, the average person really when they start off with YouTube, no matter how successful they become, their first videos they make are just going to be absolutely terrible, and you can see that with Mr. Beast, his first ever videos that he made. You can see just how far he's come for his, quality of his videos and the editing and the thumbnails and contents of his videos, and really just everything about his videos have just been getting so much better over time. So it is a bit of a learning experience, this whole YouTube thing here, but basically that is actually a big similarity between his and my channel, because as you can see here, I mean, these first videos on my channel are just absolutely terrible. Like, I would definitely recommend that you guys do not check out these first videos on my channel here, because they're just absolutely terrible. There was barely any editing involved in these videos, and the editing that was involved was just terrible. The thumbnails were terrible. Our personalities in these videos were just not good at all, and they were just terrible videos. But over time, you can see just how much my videos have improved. I mean, these are just full-on professional videos here. So that is a similarity between me and Mr. Beast. It's really just a learning experience. Everybody gets better over time, but that is kind of what makes this Chase Ingra guy a bit different from the average YouTuber, because he basically started off like with just an absolutely perfect video. This flight, it's called basically Every Flight Ever, where it's basically just like a comedy sort of video where he just goes over like flying and, you know, airline culture and that kind of thing. So and that video is very funny. I'd highly recommend that you check it out. And the editing was great, and everything about all of these videos here have just been absolutely amazing. So yeah, this is a bit of a special case with this Chase Ingra. I don't know if he had like a channel before he started this one, because nobody can just, you know, make a first ever video and it's just like a piece of art like that, or not. Most people can't anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did have a channel before this one here. But yeah, this channel here is just absolutely amazing, but it's a very, very special case because Mr. Beast, I mean, he took 12 years to get to the stage where he's at now. It isn't just a thing that can happen instantly. You've really just got to wait for the viewers to come to you, really. You've got to wait for the viewers to find you and subscribe to you, and it's really what it is. Sometimes it is just a bit of a waiting game, but you've just got to pick up the skills and learn how to edit properly and learn how to make your videos actually entertaining and useful for people. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to show you guys that little Mr. Beast interview there, because and like I just said, a lot of it is luck. Like, Mr. Beast did get very lucky with the, YouTube algorithm. A lot of it is just luck with the algorithm there. But when Mr. Beast started to gain traction and become popular, there wasn't really that much competition, or at least not as much competition as there is now with these types of challenge videos that he's doing now. So, yeah, it was a very niche sort of audience that he was appealing to, and so therefore he got all the subscribers that he's got now. And so that basically brings us to the next segment of this episode here, which is about actually how like much harder it is these days to start a YouTube channel, really. So if we just go ahead and look at a few of these Reddit posts here, we can basically just see that basically everyone else that's been trying to start a channel lately is on the same boat as us guys. We're really not on the same boat here. Everyone has had a thought of starting a YouTube channel and they've tried to make it successful, but no matter how hard they try, they just can't manage to get up those views, really. So let's just go ahead and look at these Reddit posts here. But actually, before I do that, I kind of just want to show you just a little bit of a snippet in my analytics here, because I have noticed a very strange sort of trend with my analytics here. So if we look at the analytics for one of my videos here, the Chris Luxon speaks to Donald Trump AI sort of parody video, if we look at the analytics here, and don't worry if you're not watching the video, I'll explain everything to you. But looking at the analytics here, basically for the first 3 or 4 days that the video was released, it just absolutely blew up. It got up to like 800 views instantly, pretty much. But then after 821 views, it just completely cut off. And I just got barely any views after that. Like, after about, I want to say 40 days of reaching 821 views, I only really got up to 853 views, even though after the first, 3 days or so, I got all the way up to 821 views. So there was a big spike in views. And after that, it just went completely flat. Like, I just got barely any views at all. So, basically, the reasoning behind that is the YouTube algorithm. It just, I don't know whether it shadow banned my video or what, but the YouTube algorithm just stopped showing my video after a while. And this is just solid proof right here. I mean, this doesn't just happen on accident. Like, this is all the YouTube algorithm here. So that basically brings me to the next point of this episode about the YouTube algorithm here. But basically, let's just read this Reddit post here from a guy that's been trying to start a YouTube channel. He's in the same boat as me. But he basically just said, why is it so hard for newcomers to get traction / grow their YouTube channel? How can I overcome these issues? So I believe after learning for a bit, I started to create content that would be okay for YouTube. Nothing too long, just videos ranging from 2 to 5 minutes that focus on motivation, relaxation, and philosophy, but not meditation. I've taken care to ensure that the background footage, sound, and simplicity of the content are appropriate. However, no one seems to be watching the content I publish. Even after months have passed, I find this difficult to understand. It seems like YouTube's recommendation system doesn't work properly, always favoring what's already popular. Even if new ideas would be presented, they seem to be crushed by whatever is trending in that niche. So blah blah blah. How did you overcome these problems when you were starting out? Are you constantly experimenting like Mr. Beast? So there you go. So this guy's basically on the same boat as me. He's just doing everything right, apparently, but he's just, the channel just isn't going anywhere. And this was posted 1 year ago, by the way, so this is recent times. But I found this response here to be very, very useful here. So he's basically just saying YouTube is a game. And like any game, it is effectively beaten by an intentional strategy and principles that work within and by the laws of the game. So he's basically just got 5 main sort of tips here. So the number 1 tip is study your competitors. So basically, you've really just got to learn about your audience and just study your competitors and see what they're doing right and see how they're getting all their views and just do the same thing as them, really. So obviously don't copy their channel, because if you do that, then what's the point in even doing YouTube? And no one's going to, subscribe to this guy that's copying this other already popular channel. So don't copy any other channels, just, do your own thing, be unique, have a personality, but just see what your competitors in your sort of market are doing, just copy their sort of editing styles and, just their thumbnail styles and what they're actually doing in their videos to get the views, and just see what they're doing right, and just sort of implement that into your own videos. So if you're doing like Minecraft videos like I used to do, take a look at, like, I don't know, whatever the popular Minecraft YouTubers are these days, like Laserbeam or Dream or whatever. I don't really keep up with Minecraft YouTubers these days, but whoever is doing the most popular Minecraft videos these days, just take a look at their channel and just try to do the same thing, but just put your own sort of spin on it, really. So that's this guy's number one tip here. And you've got to have clear, concise hooks. So hooks are basically just like your thumbnails in the first 5 seconds of your videos, really. So that's really, in my opinion, the most important part of doing YouTube. You've really just got to hook your audience and get them to stay for the full length of the video, really. So just make sure that your first 5 seconds or so of the video absolutely gold, and make sure your title of your video and your thumbnails and everything are actually good, so that people actually click on your videos. But you've really just got to have a clear, concise hook that is exactly what the viewer is looking for, and that's really it. That's another tip here on this this post here. He's also saying add music, so he's saying music is incredibly important for YouTube videos. It helps set the pace and mood. It will help with creating an emotional reaction within your target audience. So you've really got to have the right music for your videos. That's not as important as the first few tips there, but it is still relatively important. Got to have good music in your videos. He's also saying experiment with variables. So that is also a very big part of doing YouTube. You've really just got to experiment with your videos and just figure out what's doing the best, your best sort of formula for your videos and what's getting the most views. And that's basically what my stage of my channel has been in over the past half a year or so. I've really just been experimenting and finding what is the most successful types of videos that I've been, creating, and then just going from that. So you've really just got to experiment with variables and break down your videos into building blocks or variables, things that can change or be replaced. So that's number 4 there. And number 5, find what's missing. So this goes hand in hand with the first one, but I want to underline it even more. So you've really just got to find what's missing in your videos, which is kind of the same thing as the first point there about studying your competitors. Just find what's missing in your videos and then start implementing that. So yeah, those are some really good good tips there. But that brings us to the next post I found, which is a bit more about how it's sort of out of your control, really, to start your channel and get it to be successful, because there are some factors that are just completely out of your control. Like, you can follow these tips here all you want. You can study your competitors and improve your video quality and, create clear, concise hooks, all that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, there's just some things that are just completely out of your control these days. There's just some things that you can't really do. So basically, this guy is saying, now this post was about 3 years ago, but it's still relevant to this day. And he's basically asking, is YouTube harder now, or am I just crazy? So does anyone else feel like YouTube is harder now than it was, say, 5 years ago? I just started a new YouTube channel and I'm getting single-digit views with decent thumbnails and titles, but back in the day, I would get tens of thousands of views with no thumbnail, a terrible title, and a bad video. Can anyone else relate? It just feels like YouTube closed the doors for new creators in order to cater for big brands and older creators, which is just absolutely, I mean, he hit the nail on the head there. YouTube is just completely ignoring new creators and just sticking to the big corporations and the older creators that have already, established a brand for themselves, really. So this guy absolutely hit the nail on the head. it's just so much harder to start a channel these days, because he is right about, how in the old days you didn't even have to have a thumbnail for your video at all, and you could title your video the most random thing, just like one word, and it would still get tens of thousands of views. But these days it's just impossible. I mean, if you tried to do what they did in the old days of YouTube, you would just get like single digits like this guy's saying here. So he's definitely entirely correct with what he's saying there. But this guy here, this was a very well said post here, but he's basically just saying more people are doing YouTube these days, and the tools make being a creator easier and more accessible. It's the opposite of closing doors. It's opening up to the platform so that the barrier for entry is much lower. But lowering the barrier for entry means that it's much more difficult for someone to stand out. Older creators have an edge because they've built up their audience over the years. New creators want the same level of success on their first upload. Old creators understood the grind at the beginning and reap the benefits now. New creators make the exact same content without any innovation and wonder why they're not pulling viewers away from the old channels. In showbiz, everyone knows it's highly competitive. So I definitely do understand what this guy is saying here. He's basically just saying that old creators are the pioneers of YouTube, and they basically just were the ones to experiment with the different types of videos, and they're reaping the rewards now because their videos basically just improved over time. And but this guy here, I also agree with what he's saying here. He's saying 10 years ago you were opening a restaurant in a tiny town with almost no population but tons of tourist activity. Lots of viewers, very little supply, especially of quality. The same is true 5 years ago. Although now it is a much larger town, there was some competition, but not too much, and not of extremely high quality. Tourist demand was up too. So now we are a metropolis. There are restaurants of pretty good quality on every damn street corner. Basically, this guy's just using a metaphor about restaurants in a small sort of touristy town, which is I completely agree with. It's a very good analogy. Because if you started a restaurant in a small town, a touristy town, like 10 years ago, and then it just kept on growing and growing, obviously you would have been the one to reap the rewards because there was no competition back then. But as the town grew and grew into a big city, you're already an established brand, so everybody, just goes to you because they already know what they're going to get. They're going to get quality content. So that's basically the same thing as YouTube, really. If it's really just hard to get started these days because everybody already knows all of the established channels out there, so they just stick to them, really, because what's the point in going to some new restaurant that might be, so-and-so, just not that good quality, when they've already got a good restaurant out there that's been established for like years, and they already know that it's going to be good, if you get what I mean. So I definitely do understand what he's saying there. It's just really, really hard to get started with YouTube these days. There's just so much competition these days, whereas back in the old days, there was just not much competition at all. So everyone just stuck to those channels as time went on. So, it's just really not to your favor starting a channel these days. It is still possible, but it's just way, way harder than it was back in the day. But hey, if you make really quality content and you're doing your own thing, then it's still possible. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of channels these days that are just starting out, and they're doing all the right things, and they're becoming successful after like a few years. So it definitely is still possible. There are a lot of examples of channels that are doing this. I mean, Dream, he grew his channel to like millions of subscribers over the past 3 years or so. So yeah, it's definitely still possible, but it's just way, way harder these days. So that basically brings us to the final Reddit post here. To everyone wondering why YouTube is so hard or the algorithm doesn't like me, here are some tips or tricks. I think the toughest part is patience during the oftentimes slow process of attracting an audience to your content. To me, I see it as a sandbox phase that YouTube is figuring out if they can trust you with their precious viewers. So, in order to get YouTube to trust you faster, give them the stats they want to see. In order of importance, improve each one. Thumbnails, titles, intro hook, keeping the viewer engaged and therefore keep watching, and not signaling the end of the video, instead transitioning the viewer into watching another video. Once you do this, YouTube will start suggesting your video to more people because it trusts you that you can entice the video into your video, CTR, and retain them on the platform, retention and watch time. So basically, you've really just got to prove to the YouTube algorithm that you can retain an audience and that your videos are quality and that you can get viewers to watch more of your videos, because that is basically what the it's essentially what the YouTube algorithm is trying to do with their audiences. Really, they're just trying to hook viewers onto channels that they know will retain the viewers and get them to stay on that YouTube app as long as possible, because that's really all YouTube wants. It just wants people to stay on YouTube for as long as possible so that they can get as much ad revenue as possible. So you've really just got to prove to the YouTube algorithm that you can retain an audience, and that is what a lot of channels these days struggle with, and it is certainly what my channel has been struggling with in the past half year or so, because like I've been saying, I just don't really have a target audience at all. All of my videos are just very, very random, so people will click on one of my videos, fine, but then they won't subscribe to my channel because the videos in my channel aren't really appealing to them. So YouTube sort of understands that my channel isn't really, retaining viewers, and therefore it isn't really recommending my videos that much to the audience, really, on YouTube. So that is kind of what I'm struggling with, really. And yeah, you've really just got to hook your audience onto your channel. Just find a way to get your viewers to just keep watching video after video on your channel, and that's really just the key to successfully, getting the algorithm to show your content, really, to new viewers. So and there is definitely a bit of luck with the algorithm, and obviously the algorithm does favor the already established channels, the large channels already. So that is definitely a bit unfortunate, but that's just the way YouTube works, unfortunately. So basically, that is everything I had to cover in this episode today. Just keep at it, guys. Just, keep improving your content and try to hook your viewers, and just, learn more editing tricks and learn how to use Photoshop to make good thumbnails, and just do everything you can to improve your content over time, and eventually you should end up somewhere. And the number one tip for me personally is to just stick to a specific niche type of target audience, really, because that's the one thing I've been struggling with my channel lately. So just find your target audience, stick to it, and just try to retain the audience, guys, really. So I wish you all the best with your YouTube ventures, and yeah, so that's basically everything about why it's so much harder to start a YouTube channel these days. And don't get me wrong, if you're on the same boat as me, it's definitely something that has been going on lately. So you're not just imagining things. It's definitely much harder to start a YouTube channel these days. So that's basically everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Market Talk is a production of Team TMS. For more episodes of Market Talk just like this one, visit us on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you for listening.